What's up, guys? So this week we've got another F-150 in the shop. It's getting another Halo kit because you F-150 owners love them so much. But this one's getting some 20x10’s and 33s, so let's go check it out. All right, guys, so now we got the lift installed. I'll show you what we got going on here. So it's another 2015 F-150 and the Halo 3-inch kit. Now I know how much you F-150 guys love this kit. We do a ton of them now since they've come out. Everybody loves how good they ride and the look that they give. So you'll see that in there he went with the 3-inch version up front with the SPC upper control arm upgrade. Always a good option there. He did the weather wrap on the shocks because we do live up here in the snow belt and the rust belt, so a little bit extra protection on there. In the rear, he went with the 2.5-inch rear block in U-bolts, just like everyone else does. That is the most common setup on these trucks. Now, for wheel and tire, usually you see these things on a 9 wide, maybe a positive offset. He went with a 10 wide, -20, -19 Hostile Sprocket black and milled, and then wrapped that in the Ridge Grappler 33/12.5. So this is going to be a little bit more aggressive stance, and you'll see we left the crash bars and the mud flaps in there. Now, there's no rubbing on the back. If you crank it in reverse, you're going to touch that crash bar, but it's not enough to warrant pulling that crash bar out, and the customer wanted us to leave it alone. He'll deal with it if he ever has to get that aggressive with turning in reverse. You'll see with the 10 wides, it's got just a little bit of stance on there, maybe 1.5 inches or so. The factory flares do a good job of filling up that wheel well. So overall, clean build. He's got the window tint to match and a tonneau cover on the back. Otherwise, just your average clean daily driver. So that is that. It wraps up our 2015 F-150. Like, subscribe, share, do all the sorts of stuff that Fuller would tell you to do. Later.